Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum salam to Allah.
Could you please clarify precisely the latest valid time for performing each of the five daily prayers becomes before it becomes late and no longer accepted as performed within its prescribed time? Also, if I'm still within the valid time of a prayer, is it allowed to delay it in order to finish what I'm doing, like work task or session?
Hidi, I don't understand French. So if you can make it a little bit clearer in English.
Excuse me for my French accent. So just I want to know the precise latest valid time.
Okay, I understand. Okay, I will answer you inshallah. 5 prayers, we in Islam acknowledge the beginning and the end of the time through looking at the sky so that we can determine by the movement of the sun. So Fajr prayer, which is the first prayer of the day, it is night. It is pitch black. If we look to the direction of the east, it's black. The moment there is a linear white thread-like in the horizon, because the sun is about to come, so the morning comes and we get this white thread-like line, this is the break of dawn. You start to pray now if you wish. Now the sun keeps on rising and the whiteness spreads. The moment the tip of the sun appears, this is the end of Fajr time. In between the break of dawn and this time, you're allowed to pray Fajr. Even if you delay it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, no problem. The most important thing is that you pray it before the sun rises. We wait about 5 to 6 hours. The sun rose from the east, and if we have an erect object, the shade of this erect object to the west is decreasing as the sun is rising up until the sun becomes in the meridian. Once it goes a little bit to the west and there is a slight shade of the erect object to the east, this is the beginning of Dhuhr. This is called Zawal time. And this time extends as long as the shade of the erect object is less than its length. So the moment the shade is equivalent to the length of the erect object, this is the time of Asr. You can pray Dhuhr between the time of Zawal and the time of Asr. Once the shade is equivalent to the length of the erect object, which is Asr time, you can pray Asr, and the end of the time of Asr is when the sun becomes yellowish. So you can look at it, which is approximately 40 minutes, maybe a little bit more, a little less, before sunset. This is recommended to be prayed then, not afterwards. But if you pray it afterwards, due to business, due to engagement, due to any legitimate reason, this is fine. Until the sun starts to set. Once it disappears, then Asr time is over and Maghrib time is on. That's why it's called Maghrib, because sunset means Maghrib, Ghurub. And once the sun sets in the west, where it has set, we can see that there is redness in the twilight. This redness is known as a shafaq, remains for maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. This redness, once it disappears, Maghrib time is over and Isha time starts. And Isha time extends to the middle of the night. And the middle of the night cannot be determined by the looking at the sky or the sun, because there's no sun anymore. How do we determine it? By estimating the time from sunset till the time of the break of dawn, dividing into 2, adding it to the time of sunset. This is the Islamic midnight, and I hope this answers your question.